take your troubles someplace else.
Enjoy your stay.
Look, pal, if you're preaching about the atom or looking for a friend, you've got the wrong guy.
So who's
If you need a hired gun, then maybe we can talk.
Who runs this seedy sanctuary?
You're looking at him, but I'll sell you a stake in it.
Maybe. Why don't you tell me who those guys were first?
Couple of morons looking to climb the ladder of success by stepping on everyone else on the way up. Shouldn't be surprised, though. It's how it goes when you run with the gunners.
You're acting like I'm supposed to know what you're talking about.
Maybe it's better that you don't. I don't want the stink of Winlock and Barnes rubbing off on me and scaring away my business. Now what about you? How do I know I won't end up with a bullet in my back?
Are you always this suspicious?
Hey, you approached me. And frankly, I'm taking a huge risk being out here in the Commonwealth in the first place. So I'm not about to leave anything to chance. Which brings me back to my original question. Can I trust you?
All I can give you is my word. And a bunch of caps.
Bunch of caps, huh? Okay, hotshot. Price is 250 caps. Up front. There's no room for bargaining.
Everything's negotiable. Would you take 200?
You drive a hard bargain. But you just bought yourself an extra gun. All right, boss. Let's get out of here.
Hey.
Yeah, what is it? What do you want?
Your thoughts?
The open road and a loaded weapon. Doesn't get much better than this.
Didn't have anything else?
Sure.
Hi.
Yes?
Magnolia can really sing. That's the only reason I come here. That?
Anytime you want me to carry you to the best valuable gear you're lucky. Nothing says welcome like the stench of urine-soaked garbage.
Your buddy McCready's got a rep here in Good Neighbor. Bad attitude, good aim.
Sweet Pip-Boy, brother. You hold on to that.
Are you going to hang out in the lobby all day again? Or are you actually going to go down and do some work?
Being available to the customers is work. It's not all about cooking chems, Claire.
It's not all about sampling those chems either. Maybe if you stopped using, you could focus.
What? Where's the fun in cooking it if you ain't using it?
My mistake. Before you even start, let's get to the point. We have rooms, one room specifically. Payment due up front.
Fine. Here's your caps.
The room is on the top floor. When you come to the hallway, it's the last one on the right.
Hey there. You're new around Good Neighbor, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think of the place?
Seems like my kind of place.
Bit of a rough town, but beats cowering behind the walls at Diamond City, that's for damn sure. Name's Rufus. I do repairs around here. Keep the robots running, sell a bit of scrap, that sort of thing. I'm usually here or drinking that swill Charlie slinging at the third rail. Looking for parts? I also might have a job for you if you're interested.
What's the job?
Don't know if you've had the beer down at the third rail, but I swear Charlie must have found it in a sewer. Found this holotape while doing repairs at the Rexford. Delivery notice for a brewing machine. Pre-war. Thing is, it was never delivered. What with all the bombs and all. Done some asking around, and I think it might still be intact. Which is where you come in.
I think I already found it, if you're talking about the drinking buddy.
You're kidding. That's the brewing machine I was telling you about. Why don't you let me buy it off you? 100 caps, plus beer.
A robot like this is bound to have some good parts, if nothing else.
Of course. How about 200 caps and some of the beer? So, do we have a deal?
Do you know how many raiders I had to clear out to get this thing?
Fair point. 300 caps, plus beer.
Excuse me.
Oh man, someone new! You need some jet, man? Home-brewed, reasonable prices?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
This is gonna be great.
Hey,
What? No, it can't. It's you. From Sanctuary Hills, right?
yeah, I'm from Sanctuary.
What? You don't remember me? I sold you that space in the vault. But then I wasn't on the list to get in. But you, look at you. 200 years and you're still perfect. How? How's that possible?
You don't know? They didn't tell you?
Tell me what? What is it? How did you get through these last 200 years untouched?
The vault had these pods that froze us in place. I only thawed out recently.
What? Vault-Tec never told me that. Unbelievable. Well, I had to get to the future the hard way. Living through the filth, the decay, and the bloodshed. Look at me. I'm a ghoul. A freak.
Are there any other ghouls out there from before?
You mean Crazy Kent and Nothing Bothers Me Daisy? Yeah, there's a couple of us. But no one from the neighborhood. No one from Vault-Tec. They just left me there.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know this would happen.
You know, you're the only other person I met from before. Oh God, I've been so alone here. No Commonwealth settlement, once a ghoul with 200 years of Vault-Tec sales experience.
Hey, you know, you could head back to Sanctuary. I'll come visit. I promise.
Really? You will? Okay, I'll head over there right now. You promise you'll come visit, right? I'll see you there.
I just clean up around here. Hey, ever been killed to be killed? Some fine-looking weapons.
I was out by the Cambridge route.
Hancock. He runs things here in Good Neighbor. Good man for the job.
Hancock. He's the mayor around here. Elected by himself, accepted by everyone.
Yeah? What are you looking at?
Too bad about Finn. Gonna miss him next Super...
Mayor Hancock?
Need to shoot the shit? Just tell me what's on your mind.
What's your story, Hancock?
My favorite subject. I came into this town about a decade ago. Had a smooth set of skin back then. While I was busy making myself a pillar of this community, I would go on these, wild tears. I was young. Any chems I could find, the more exotic, the better. Finally found this experimental radiation drug. Only one of its kind left, and only one hit. Oh man, the high was so worth it. Yeah, I'm living with the side effects, but hey, what's not to love about immortality?
You're immortal?
Well, not exactly. Ghouls just age really, really slow. Something about the rads, maybe? Who knows?
All that chem use definitely prepared you for a career in politics.
People respect me because I don't put myself above them, alright? I sling and shoot up just like the next guy. Now, before you bring me down, is there anything else you need?
Tell me more about this town of yours, Good Neighbor.
It's all about the people, understand? They're freaks, misfits, and troublemakers, and that's why I love them. Everyone here lives their own life, their own way. No judgments. Now, was there anything else?
Did I hear you talking about the Institute?
You like my little speech? I do it every once in a while in case they're listening in. I want those synth makers to know that Good Neighbor is off limits. No one gets replaced in my town. But hey, weren't we talking about your needs? What did you come here for?
Why does the Institute replace people?
Hell if I know. Mess with people's heads, control us from the shadows, or maybe they do it just because they can. No one knows where the Institute is, what kind of people they are, or why they've decided to engineer their own slaves. But there it is. Just to be clear, everyone's welcome in Good Neighbor. I don't care if you're a synth, ghoul, or even a super mutant, so long as you play nice. And let me tell you, synths still under the Institute's control don't play nice. Done talking about this. What else you need?
Looking for work.
Work, huh? I'll tell you what, I got reconnaissance needs. There's a lot of weird talk coming in about a place called the Pikmin Gallery. It's raider territory up there, but they've been quiet. Like uncomfortable post-coitus quiet. Snoop it out and give me the word.
I might be interested, but let's talk money, Hancock.
Okay. Usual job pays $200, but I like you. So let's push it to $250.
You said things have gone quiet up there. That means extra risks to cover.
I like where your head's at. Let's make it 300 caps.
If you can't put real money on the table, I'm out.
Ruthless. Nice. You might actually live long enough for me to pay you. All right, 400 caps. But that's all the town coffers can bear.
What else can you tell me about Pikmin Gallery?
Nothing. That's why I'm paying you to go out there.
Actually, I've already been to Pikmin Gallery.
No shit. All right. What'd you find?
How do I even start? You know why they called it the Pikmin Gallery?
No, that was the point of the whole job, remember? What are you trying to say?
God, it was awful. Pikmin was a serial killer. He was using dead bodies for his art.
Oh, seriously? That's messed up. Even for this town. I'll put the word out to avoid that place. Good work. You ended up in the abyss, but you crawled back in one piece. Here's your money.
Hey, Hancock.
I'm listening. Go ahead. What's the word?
Hancock.
Hey.
What, we pals now? Gonna shoot the breeze? Take a walk.
Buddy, I need to be a lot more high or a lot more drunk to be bothered right now.
Looks like we got another freak, just won't fit anywhere else.
The memory den's great. Just don't get hooked like old Kent. You old master's business stuff. Got a problem? Fred Allen at the Hotel Rexford. Can we hook you up with...
Entertainment's down the stairs.
Yeah?
Smell that? That's freedom.
Need a place to stay? Try Hotel Rexford.
You're blocking my light, man.
Peace, brother.
Better keep your iron strapped on. Friendly advice.
What? You need something to take the edge off. Red Allen.
Running from something?
Now look
Welcome
here.
home.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
What, you dry? Head over to the third rail.
Really use a drink. Hey there. You happen to know how to make a dirty warhead?
No. What's in it?
We'll start with some Nuka-Cola Quantum, add some vodka, whiskey, and gin. Shake it. Splash of fresh.
Just thinking how wonderful it'd be to get out of this infernal rain.
It is hard to determine whether the surface is more or less susceptible to outbreaks, but a preparation plan is never a bad idea. Make sure to stay warm. Do you need something, monsieur?
I'd like to travel together some more.
Then let us get underway.
Hope this rain lets up soon.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Don't much care for good, Neva. That place
Do you
is
think
nothing
you
but
can
trouble.
build this?
Wow. What a mess. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute anything and still be breathing. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Good work, Sturgis.
Well, don't thank me yet. I think I got the gist of it, but it's gonna take some time to work out the details of some of the hairier sections. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Is this a better time for that talk?
World is bigger than strong news. So many humans.
How's it going?
Not many
You find a good
super
spot to
mutants.
build your signal interceptor?
Yeah, ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Thanks, Sturgis. I'll get right on this.
Good deal. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other. I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
Humans are no fun.
Good on my end. Ready to see if this thing actually works.
Oh, Bunker Hill. It looks quite defensible. It is so dark.
This is our claim. Clear out, civvy.
Boat. It is on the peak. That is the USS Constitution.
Scanning. Accessing pre-war records. Record found. 108th Infantry Regiment, 2nd Battalion. Ahoy there. 'Tis Providence, a member of the Congressional Army, is delivered to us in our hour of need.
I was in the Army, but what's the Congressional Army?
Standing orders, sir. Proclamation 3. All members of the U.S. Army are hereby members of the Congressional Army. The captain requests your presence on the bridge. At the Double Creek, sir.
Captain speaking. We're taking on an Allied soldier. Clear the berth. Disable defenses. Make way. Stand down. Stand down, I say. This soldier is a guest on our vessel. Please afford him all appropriate courtesies.
Identified. Intruder.
Mr. First Mate, this is the captain. This soldier is no intruder.
Requesting permit.
Stand down. That's an order. And for God's sake, use the accent.
Captain. Standing.
Boat! It is another. They went to great trouble to defend this place.
At current speed, we will arrive at destination in undefined hours.
I'll have none of your lip, Mr. Navigator. Have the crow's nest scan 2 points off the port bow. Jump to it.
Aye, Captain.
Our soldier has arrived. I trust the first mate didn't give you too hard a time. Been too long since we've seen the Congressional Army.
First Mate, Congressional Army? Why are you talking like that?
This is the pride of our Navy, the USS Constitution. As her commander, it is my privilege to enforce a certain measure of decorum amongst my crew.
Your lookout told me to come up here. Why?
I confess, we need your assistance. Our opponents have struck their colors. Leave this ship and never return.
That's quite a predicament.
What vexes me most is my inability to assist in the war effort. My gun decks have naught but morats and ne'er-do-wells this time. Enough pleasantries. The Constitution has systems that need repairs to carry out its mission.
If I help you, I expect part of the payment up front.
What a singular request. Were you in the Navy, I would remind you of your oath. But as a soldier, I will authorize a performance bonus payable immediately. Consult with the ship's purser. Consult with the bosun and Mr. Navigator. They will relay your instructions. Dismissed. Look lively, lads. Scavengers approach. Soldier, man the cannons. Kill them only as a last resort. The cannons are ready. Fire at will. The
a big. That is the USS Constitution.
Overdue for maintenance. Your very presence does this humble unit a great honor. My programming would find it amiss if I did not also interject. Long live the captain!
You certainly have pep.
Much obliged for the compliment. But on to the mission of the day. Our last marine expedition valiantly returned with much-needed supplies, including replacement power cables, sir. Alas, with my severe lack of appendages, I find myself unequal to the task of repairing the cables myself.
I'll get right on it.
My anxiety emulators are lightening by the microsecond. Once you have resolved this matter, I beseech you to return to me to accept my undying gratitude. It's an honor to crew such a smooth vessel. Defending the Constitution. Patrolling.
Hey, Bosun.
Power courses through the Constitution's veins. Again! Her systems, long starved, flicker to life. A hearty congratulations. Huzzah! However, this has brought to light further failures in our power grid. The power relay, to my shame, I previously complained about, is fluctuating wildly.
Why are you ashamed of that?
Bad for morale, sir. There were dark times when I made all manner of baseless complaints against the captain, the manner in which his ship is run, and the plausibility of our sacred mission. But now, I see the error of my ways. With your help, perhaps I can atone. Power relay coils, not a common enough part. Might I recommend checking the local shopkeepers? Surely, they would be of some assistance. Fair winds and following seas. course, ha! And steady. I would applaud you. But alas, I cannot, due to my lack of clapping instruments. But huzzah, sir, huzzah!
So no more problems with the power?
Area 1. It flows like a veritable torrent through our cables. If I may say so, the surgeon would be proud. I require no further assistance. But our Mr. Navigator is also beset by troubles. Scuttle buddies, our guidance system is on her last legs. If you've not already, speak to him. Fare thee well.
Boat. These defenses are quite sturdy, yes? On the beat. That is the USS.
Defending the Constitution.
Consult with the bosun and Mr. Navigator.
Ahoy, soldier. Scavenger threat eliminated. Damage assessment. Ahoy, soldier. Scavenger threat eliminated. Damage assessment will commence after this unit has completed scheduled duties.
Why did the scavengers attack?
Scavengers have attacked ship 17 times. Destroyed 13% of ship's systems. Stole 5% of ship's store. Logic error. Captain's orders authorize scavenger termination only if necessary to preserve the ship.
If they've attacked you 17 times, why don't you fight back?
This unit suggests Captain's core processes in need of extensive maintenance. Guidance system offline. Multiple errors diagnosed. First error. Guidance chip stolen. This unit requires its return.
I can help. Where is it?
Stolen by human scavengers. Reclaim chip at Scavenger's forward recon station. Captain has approved a bounty for its return.
Lethal force is prohibited unless absolutely necessary.
Aft dinghy unlocked and available for your use, sir.
If the scavengers keep seeking folly and destruction, I will reluctantly oblige them.
necessary to handle the disease. Are you still well, monsieur?
Ahoy! Ahoy, soldier! Scavenger threat eliminated. Damage assessment will
You robots do.
Problem. Guidance.
I can help. Where is it?
Stolen. Reclaim.
Right.
Aft ding.
Don't shoot. Those assholes didn't attack the ship on our orders. They weren't trying to frag ya anyhow. They just wanted to kill the frickin' robots.
So some of your guys almost got me killed.
We told those crazy assholes not to attack. It's not our fault, all right? When they saw you waltz right into the Constitution, they just went ballistic. How did you get aboard anyway? We thought you were going to get cratered for sure.
He knew I was an Army veteran, so he let me on the ship.
Army? Isn't that some old world mumbo-jumbo? Whatever. So, you got to see the inside, huh? All that salvage. The real motherlode. Just waiting to be stripped and sold.
The boat. It is on the building.
So it all boils down
That
to
is the
greed,
USS Constitution.
like it always does.
Hey, if we sell those gizmos, I don't know, they could help orphans and stuff. Us humans could use it a lot more than those robots. So you talked with a tin can. What'd he have to say?
Ironside says you stole a guidance chip. He wants it back.
His guidance chip, right. You know what he needs it for? His rockets.
The boat.
The huge goddamn rockets on the side of his boat. He's nuts.
Mon Dieu.
So, he wants to build a rocket.
You can't seriously be all right with that. Screw that robot and come work with us. There's dozens more of us nearby. It's only a matter of time before we come out on top.
I'm not splitting my share with him.
You holding out on us, Davies? You got some magical way in there? This guy's got a free ticket aboard, so shut up. Help us destroy that fricking tin can once and for all.
No deal. I'm with Ironsides.
All you do is for purely material gain. Captain Ironsides is a robot of vision.
Then screw you, asshole. You're lucky we don't gun you down.
I don't have time for the likes of you.
What are you looking at?
Need something? Talk to me.
Orders are pretty clear about Please, nothing personal.
I'm gonna find you and end
Is a felony.
Let's do this.
We are being shot at. Enemy unknown.
Is that the best you dream of?
Your actions could result in injury. Dangerous? Don't let us have vigorous exercise. The boat. It is on the beat. That is the USS Constitution.
Beware, soldier. Enemies lie in wait.
All is well. Warning. Overdue for maintenance.
Current speed 0 knots.
Patrolling.
Boat. It is on. It looks quite defensible.
If the scavengers keep seeking folly and destruction, I will reluctantly oblige.
Ahoy, soldier. Chip.
Hey,
Do you need something from me?
hey, navigator.
Ahoy, soldier. Chip recovered. Dispensing bounty. Diagnostics report. 1 error remaining. Guidance radar's transmitter is not functional. Requires replacement.
Happy to help you out. Again.
Soldier's happiness is irrelevant. Acquire Poseidon radar transmitter at specified map coordinates. Further bounty will be dispensed upon completion, sir.
Warning. Over. Due for maintenance. Defending the Constitution.
Hey, Navigator.
Ahoy, soldier. Guidance system fully functioning. Bounty dispensed. It is required you commence dialogue with the captain, sir.
Hey, Captain.
You've been of service to our nobleness. Despite ample provocation, I had hoped the guidance chip could be recovered without violence to the scavengers. Even now, they plot their retaliation.
Why did you want me to spare the scavengers?
I confess they are a blight upon my existence. Those scallywags killed many of my Marines. We're down to a skeleton crew due to that filth. But they are citizens of the Commonwealth. Citizens we're pledged to protect against foreign incursion. Which is not without its irony. I find I must reward your considerable efforts with the final labor. We stand but a hair's breadth away from embarking on our sacred mission.
So, now can you tell me what's going on?
Complete this task, and I will gladly relate our mission. Until then, silence, vigilance. The ship requires turbo pump bearings from a nearby factory. It will undoubtedly be a dangerous mission, but I have faith you will succeed.
Is well.
That's it.
This is something before the troubles, yes? It is on the building. That is the USS Constitution.
This task of many years reaches its turbo.
Tis an honor to crew such a storied vessel.
They went to great trouble to defend this place.
Captain Ironsides.
Trim the power on the starboard bow. Steady as she goes, Mr. Navigator. Luck willing, at long last we'll set sail. Our hero of the hour is to thank. You've earned a double share, sir. Well done.
That is the USS Constitution.
My pleasure.
You are truly worthy, sir, of witnessing our maiden voyage. Our twin NX-42 rockets will alight and unmoor us from this dreaded savings unknown. The Constitution will launch into the heavens, and after, gently land in the ocean. Then we take our rightful place as defenders of the Atlantic.
That's ambitious.
As they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Mr. Navigator, put her through her paces. We need to... Those motherless curs! Our opponent's foul traitor, you might invade.
Identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
Captain Ironsides.
Gods be good the scavenger assault has been broken. Not one of those scallywags stepped foot on our vessel. All hands, prepare ship for launch.
Congratulations, Captain.
There is one thing. We need power from the auxiliary generator to commence our voyage. I fear I must call upon you one last time.
Consider it done.
I admire your pluck. Here is your amply deserved reward. Godspeed to you, sir.
It is on the beam. That is the USS Constitution.
Defending the Constitution. Patrolling. All is well.
At current speed, we will arrive at destination in undefined hours.
On the beam. That is the USS Constitution.
Mr. Navigator, slowly throttle the engines. Keep idling those engines. Toy soldier, we're ready for our auxiliary power. Power nominal? Excellent. Commencing final countdown. 3, 2, 1. Mr. Navigator, light the engines. Dreaded savings and loan, we shall be moored no longer. We are away. 2 points to starboard. Yes, yes. We did it! Victory at last! Helm reports we are a quarter fathom closer to the Atlantic. By my calculations, in a mere century we will take to the ocean. Well done. Gonna splatter your brain.
You came to visit.
Dead not need things. We take. Sometimes strong not understand. Fist was weak leader. Strong glad to be rid of him.
Crops coming in pretty good.
So much care for good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. I'm ready when you are. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Hello? I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Please, Sean, I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus.
Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have, yes. I know you must have questions. Please, anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, Director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm
Greetings.
concerned,
As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface.
Most of them have lasted
How may I assist you today?
lifespans. If you ask me,
I've got a few minutes to browse.
can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
I wish Quinton would stop
Thanks
telling
again.
those
Of course.
stupid stories.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Hey, pal.
Hi. Isn't it wonderful here?
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
Hey, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
To keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
I apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause you.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Power armor? What would you need that
It
for?
were just a limb twitching, but her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while sleeping can only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself what it is.
If you're about involved into one of your speakings about artificial systems and machines and so don't bother. I've heard enough of it. Write them down from there.
But we can't just ignore it. Why can't it have a soul? And if a symbol has a soul,
I can't imagine.
then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here now, you know where to find the teleporter.
Just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction.
We're men of science, philosophers. You do well to remember that.
Welcome to the Institute. Please step forward.
Father's a great man. True, food supplement 77 has been discontinued.
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutrition improvement supplements.
I want supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
We'll start the next trial. The dosage will be much larger, sir. And authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. Good to see you. Feeling well today?
Welcome to the Institute, sir. Carry on, sir.
Heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Sometimes you have to lean on the other departments a little to get what you need.
Hey, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
You mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Excited about the new synth project.
Sir?
Nothing to report, sir.
mysterious Phase 3.
You know I can't talk about that.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. Well, that was productive.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
What is it you're working on?
Advanced Systems, Special Projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. He's, how to put it, very organized and precise. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute, and she's something of a prodigy when it comes to physics.
Status. All functions normal.
Standing down.
Got it.
Scanners detecting sentient. Engaging.
Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. Mankind redefined. Catchy, isn't it?
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that. Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Gotta find the terminal.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
First things first. How do I get back to the surface?
The same way you got in, of course. You are not a prisoner here. You may come and go as you please. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
So it's like every other wonder gizmo ever invented. When will you eggheads learn?
Have faith. Let me show you how we deal with such problems. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.